Hey YouTube family, welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome back to my YouTube family. I have a surprise for you all tonight, but you gotta wait. I have been off the scene studying the language and really just, you have a toddler. I've just been busy. So, other than that, I want to go over to social media. Y'all don't forget to go over to follow my homie Calamity Jane and follow me as well on, and y'all, I'm tripping, but it was logged in and now it's logged out. Styles by Nina LLC on Instagram, and you could see in my list, I guess, of the people that I follow, or you can just type in Calamity Jane. And she is new to the YouTube family, but out here sharing this indigenous truth. She jumped right in. Didn't even have to coerce her. So I'm loving it. We're getting this information out here. Shout out to all my Instagram family. Thank y'all for inboxing me stuff. Just let me know that you're there. Cause sometimes y'all know sharing. Sometimes you're just thinking nobody's listening, and they are. So we appreciate you. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters out here sharing this truth. Don't forget to go on Twitter, Urban Intellectual. And y'all, I always pause because I don't go on Twitter that much. So I don't know my name on here, but it's Urban Intellectual at Styles by Nina. And I'm going to leave this open because I like to retweet the videos. So, y'all go over here, follow, retweet, share. Let's get this truth out here. So now we're going to go over to my sister's page. We have company tonight. Hey, girl.
So silly.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Okay, so, hey, what are you doing?
Girl, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to show them your YouTube, and I was trying to make this go down. Let me see. Oh, now you're full screen. Hi. Okay, so, you want to plug your own channel?
No.
Okay, so y'all go over to the Remnant on YouTube. She's been making videos, keeping us informed. I feel like the creator hooked us up. We met on YouTube. And she's just been like triggering my thought again because I had got bored. Y'all know me. So now we're back into the truth. Okay, so I got those out of the way. Now,
Thank you for the plug, dear.
anytime. I supposed to brought you in, but I don't know why.
I'm here. Hey, y'all.
I'm like,
Okay, so, Nina and I talk pretty much on a daily basis, so I want to say. And every day is always dealing with the truth for the most part. Like, it's, a little bit of chatter, but mostly this. And she always messes with me and jokes with me talking about me and my rabbit holes. And it's crazy because I never know how I get to them, but I found another one today. Don't ask how, just go with it, okay? Just go with it. I always feel like it's divinely ordered anyway, so we're supposed to be here. But I was looking up stuff about immigration and citizenship status, all that kind of stuff. In some kind of way, I tripped and fell on this person named Dr. Martin Robinson Delaney, and he's coined the grandfather of the Black nationalist movement. And which later on leads to like National Islam, and stuff like that. So we were talking about it, and we were wondering. There was an article that came up talking about this convention that he started. It's called the National Immigration Convention, and it has something to do with colors. Okay. And it took place in Cleveland, Ohio, in let's say 1854.
Is that the link you had me to open?
Yes, it's the one, the LatinAmericanStudies.org.
Okay.
Which you can, if you don't mind, if you could put that in the description box for the good people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to put it on the screen?
Oh, how far to scroll down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all see how she just got me together? I need somebody to get me together sometimes.
What you mean?
Girl, you know I be forgetting sometimes what we was going for.
Yeah, so good.
I'm up, y'all. I'm up.
I want to. Okay, so real quick. So when you first open this document that's linked in the description box, it goes through basically like the minutes of the meeting, so you know everything that they talked about, who moved, what motion, and who's second, and who, all that Robert's Rules of Order stuff. And it gives a little bit of information about who these chairpersons are and whatever. Anyway, if you scroll past that, wait a minute. I'm already past 17.
You passed what?
I'm on page 18.
Am I? What just happened? Am I on the right page?
It's the one that titled Resolution.
Delaney Martin.
Uh-huh. No. National Immigration Convention.
Oh, so I need to open up the email again?
It's the PDF.
On the email?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I told you I was exiting out.
Oh, boo.
So what do I need to type in the search bar?
Number 17. I mean, not number 17. Wait a minute.
Okay, I'm like, what?
You're like, hey, we is you talking about?
No, I was just thinking like, I remember having number 17 open. Oh, the PDF. I got it, girl. I'm with you.
Oh, it was a separate email. If you're hearing me looking crazy.
Okay, we back.
We're on one accord. We're back. Like, you should edit it and put some elevator music over that part.
Girl, I'm not playing with you. You know I don't know how to edit.
Yeah, guys, just pretend. But go down the page, it's number 18. Please, madame.
18. Y'all know I'm silly. You have to excuse me when I'm elevated because I'm extra silly. But I'm going to hook y'all up so y'all can see the screen. 19. Page 19?
18 here.
Okay. Did that work? 18 on the number or the page?
On the page, number 18.
14. Don't laugh at me.
No judgment over here. No judgment. Maybe just a little bit.
That's who said don't laugh at me. So number 18 is like the.
It's called resolution.
Oh no. So it is 18 on the bottom. Yeah. Okay. I'm with you.
Alright. So let's just remember the time frame. This was 1858.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is pre end of slavery. And keep in mind that this gentleman is a free man. You don't have to pull this up on your screen, but let me just tell you a little bit about him first before I tell you what they said in this conference. It says he was born free in 1812 in Charlestown, Virginia, which is now West Virginia. His father, Samuel, was an enslaved carpenter. His mother, Patty, a free seamstress whose parents were African, and according to some accounts of royal heritage. Girl, my ears perk up because I'm trying to figure out who's who, like where they fit in the picture. So it says, after having been found guilty of illegally teaching her children to read and write, Delaney's mother moved the family to Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Samuel later bought his freedom and joined them. In 1831, Delaney journeyed on foot 160 miles west to Pittsburgh, where he studied Latin, Greek, classic, and medicine, apprenticing with an abolitionist doctor. Delaney enrolled at Harvard University in 1850. He and two others were the first African Americans accepted to Harvard Medical School, but protests from white students forced his withdrawal after only a few weeks. So he does all this really great stuff. He writes some books, and maybe we can link some of his books. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. If not, maybe I'll just do a video. But he did write a book or two, and he worked to abolish slavery and help free slaves. So he also fought in, I guess, what was it, the war? What is it? He fought in some war. I don't know. It's down here in this article. But he has a military background, and he also attempted to run for political office, and obviously that did not work out. So, him being a free man, himself saying himself as equal with you melanated people, he didn't understand why he couldn't get ahead like others were able to. And so he finally came to the conclusion that he would not be able to achieve autonomy in America, even though he believed that, as citizens, we should be able to. So he ends up thinking about his Liberia or African roots and decides to start this movement on immigrating to Liberia. That brings us to the document. I hope. A lot more to that, so you just have to read. But anyway, so they end up having this conference. It was called a conference or convention, to I'm assuming organize everything. I haven't read through the full document. I've only gotten down to a couple of these resolutions, which is where we'll start. But there's a lot of tea in this and a lot of verbiage that I feel like applies to us and our indigenous truth as well, and our journey to find sovereignty amongst our captors. You see what I'm saying? So resolutions, and I'm gonna have to do this thing because the way my eyeballs set up. All right, ready, Nina?
Yep.
All right. So at this convention, these were the resolutions. Henry Bibb. So somebody named Henry Bibb passed away, so they're basically shouting him out, right? Not to take away from Henry Bibb. Rest on, okay? But let's get down to number 1. Where you see where it says first. You see that, Nina?
Hold on. Okay, yes.
Where it says first. That's where we're going to start, okay? All right, because at a certain point, we all going to be reading together for the first time. So, resolution number 1. First, whereas in all great enterprises, it is wise and good to implore divine aid, and please know that it is capitalized. And I know you don't make it extra, but I feel like that's a Google moment.
I'm highlighting it for you right now.
Okay, yay. Okay. So yeah. So I feel like there's something there, but and whereas we have now engaged in one of the greatest projects that ever entered into the mind of a people, therefore be it resolved that we do humbly acknowledge divine interposition in the affairs of nations. So they're acknowledging the creator here, in my opinion.
Hold on.
Okay.
I was looking up the definition.
Oh, let me put you back on my screen so I can see you.
I'm back, girl. Hey.
All right, what'd you come up with for divine aid?
Right here. Oh.
What?
I forgot to share the screen.
Okay, so get ready for some kung fu action, kung fu movie action.
Right. Well, I got your face down, so. Okay, so divine aid, and you gonna read it?
Oh, you got me because I can't even read that. My screen's small.
You know what? Oh. That's not even it.
Yeah.
We got Quran translations in foreign languages.
Put definition, divine aid definition, and see if that does anything. Oh.
Okay. They say example sentences with divine aid translation memory. And in no long time having obtained his desires, he bears witness that he implores of God that through his divine aid and grace the sovereigns may continue steadfast in their desire to fill these new missionary shores with the truth of the gospel. I don't know how that connects to that was a society, right? Or
Well, I feel like divine aid has something to do with his divine interference, like
right
on your behalf. Like, let's say, like for instance, the tornadoes in Texas the other day. Even though it was nearby, I mean, you had nothing to worry about because nothing happened to the house.
Right.
Or there may be a house that was in the path that was spared. That's divine aid for them being spared, but every other house on the block with knowledge. I mean, that's just how I interpret it. Could be wrong, but that's just how I interpret it.
No, you're right. It's like God's or the Most High's divine intervention. That's what I always say. Mm-hmm. So that's that. So you're gonna finish here.
Yes, señorita. Okay. Yes, señorita.
Okay.
All right. So we number one. Let's start over. Whereas in all great enterprises, it is wise and good to implore divine aid, and whereas we have never engaged in one of the greatest projects that ever entered into the mind of a people, therefore be it resolved that we do humbly acknowledge divine interposition in the affairs of nations, and recommend our people to make our cause and condition a subject of supplication and prayer to the author of all good. Sounds like the Most High, that he may bless and crown our efforts with success. So I guess they're acknowledging the power of the Most High.
Yeah.
What he's done for other nations, and calling on that same power for what they're trying to do.
So this is somebody typing up what happened at a conference, or
yeah, at the convention, yeah. Because remember, they're trying to plan. This is the goal is, well, they're going to discuss how they realized that they won't or don't see how they'll be able to have sovereignty in their own land.
Right.
So therefore, they're going to try to achieve it in a different land. And then in between, it's talking about how to respond to people when they ask, like, what are you guys trying to achieve? So they basically define everything they're trying to do in this document.
Wow. Okay, let's go, girl.
All right. Result number 2, resolved that we recommend that a day be set apart as a day of thanksgiving to Almighty God for the many blessings conferred upon us as an oppressed people. So that's basically sounding like, what kind of feast? A holy feast.
Right.
So sound like commandment work.
It sounds like a blueprint for how we supposed to be living.
Killer, that's why I wanted to go over there.
So funny.
I haven't even read through it. I just only read probably down to about number 15 or 16 of these resolutions, and I was just like, oh, clutch of pearls. Like, we need this.
Wow.
Yes.
Right. Wow.
So, let's go number 3. Resolve that the 4th Thursday of August of each year be set apart as a day of general thanksgiving to Almighty God, to be observed by the colored people generally of the United States.
I'm so mad at you.
What?
Because you always try to trick me in the hole.
Yeah.
So, what if this is a good example of our feast days, too? Y'all should be tricking me into the rabbit hole. I'm leaving.
No, come on back in. The weather's nice.
I am done. Y'all, she got my brain tied.
This means like every day. Every day. It never fails.
Wow.
All the stuff that I find, it gets so much, it starts to just mash together, and I'm like, help.
Okay.
But this number 3, let me go back up a little bit. So I don't know the significance of the 4th or the last Thursday typically, unless there's an extra week in August for whatever reason. Wait, is there ever an extra week in August?
Well, it probably was before they changed the calendars.
Well, I don't know what the significance of that is.
That might be one of our feast days. It sounds like, I don't know about Thanksgiving Caucasian wise, but Thanksgiving to the Almighty Creator, yes.
It's the day of Thanksgiving.
Right. Yeah. So, okay. Wow.
And then on top of that, it says to be observed by the colored people generally of the United States. Now, keep in mind, well, you guys.
Where do it say that
at? On page 20,
Wow. That is juice.
But listen, check this though, because once you guys start to research this, you'll see that this particular person, Mr. Delaney, who kind of birthed this all up, he ends up talking about a diaspora, like the African the African diaspora. But in this document, while they're at this convention, at this particular time, they're talking specifically to the colored people of the United States. So, I'm not going to sound travel to me, child.
You know what?
So, okay. All right, are we ready to move on?
We are ready. Let me
Number 4.
you Sip. I'm gonna show them your channel again. Y'all go over to the Remnant, check her out. Don't forget to subscribe. Like.
Yes, because my followers are real thin right now.
Go ahead on. It takes time.
And I appreciate all. I think I'm like 13 or 14.
You got 17. You up to 17.
I got the score. So does that mean I can make a shout out to my new followers video?
Yep.
Hold on. I love all 17. You're not think one of them might be spam, but
it's okay.
I'll say I don't care. I can have them same 17 to ride with forever.
You can see the screen.
No, but all it takes is one. Y'all, and real quick, I just want to give a disclaimer. My bad on the thumbnail for this Office of Vital Statistics failed. I look extra possessed. Girl, that you melanated lady got me mad. She tried me.
It's too funny. You got them eyes already. You was serious about the getting. You was getting the business.
I had all my documents locked, loaded, and ready to go. And then they shut me all the way down.
Then she gonna text me, so what else can I say? I'm like, I don't know.
And she shut me all the way down. And I'm like, Nina, you're not texting back fast enough. It's happening too fast.
I had gave her what I had, y'all. She was trying to pressure me into pushing out some more.
But all praise to the Most High, it happened exactly the way it's supposed to, because something's going to come of all this research that everyone is doing, and we all going to be like, well, God almighty. You know, so I'm not tripping about it. I'm just going to regroup. Think smarter, not harder.
Right. Okay, so, we'll close that. So we need to go back to the paper.
Mm-hmm.
I done came way over here. I forgot what's going on. Okay. Latin America. Yeah. Okay. We back, girl.
All right. We bite. All right. So we were on number 4.
Yep.
Number 4, resolve that it is also recommended that set times be appointed by the various denominations among us for special prayer for the deliverance of our oppressed race from the galling yoke of slavery. Girl, what is saying in that book? That what we supposed to pray for? The deliverance and look at this. I can't even.
Now,
do it now.
You on screen.
I forgot I was on screen, girl. You know, okay, let me act like I got it. This is when I be, even by myself when I'm studying, that's my reaction.
So,
when I tell you nothing new happens under the sun, our blueprint and all of our directions, somebody has tried before, but it didn't work only because it was not the right time.
Right.
Girl, I just want to, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. These revelations be wearing me out, y'all. In a good way. It's in a good way, though. I'm more out. Right
so,
now.
What book you talking about?
The Bible, girl.
All right.
Did you see it is
That's why. Look, that's why I turned my camera off.
Shame. But y'all, see this setup? She gonna leave me to be on camera up here looking crazy, spazzing out because I'm in the revelation while she in darkness over there.
No, you was on. You wasn't on camera then. I had just put you back up and I announced it.
Me out.
I ain't want them to see the Chinese version of it where you snapping and then you being still with your lips smacking. That is so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be petty like Nina your whole life. Don't do
Okay.
that.
I'm like, cause I'm off camera again, girl. Okay, so can you say that again?
So, hold on. These are kind of either my head wrapped too tight or these buttons. Girl,
You cute, girl. You cute.
it's not that like my ears are numb. So y'all my head wrapping. It's like I got a little giblet.
You got a problem. Let me find out. That's a gravy bowl, girl. You so funny.
Yeah.
That bracelet is so cute.
Say what?
That bracelet is so cute.
Oh, thank you. My turtle bracelet that I got from Barbados.
Girl, yeah.
Go to Barbados and let your life be changed.
You know what?
The Most High just nestled it down right there.
And you see my wrap got my turtles too.
Hey,
No, you so funny.
Hey, son. Okay.
I'm leaving.
Focus. See this, y'all. This is why we can't ever get nothing done. Okay, focus. We're back.
We're back.
Number 5. Well, number 4. Just real quick in the text, it mentions us how we should be praying for the deliverance of Yashara. You know what I mean? We should be praying for the Most High to come on and get this thing popping off. And here they are resolved that they are praying for the deliverance of the oppressed race, of our oppressed race.
Wow.
From slavery. Almost like they was woke and knew who they was and made this, but then somebody hijacked, or the leaders that hijacked from Africa.
Right.
Tentatively, that's a tentative statement. I don't know. Anyway, number 5, resolved that the rendition of men to slavery is a requisition so criminal and heinous that the wretch who aids in such an act should every colored person be regarded as a common felon, a highwayman, and assassin, and whenever an occasion requires it, by them treated as such. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like eye for an eye to me, okay? And that's straight out the Old Testament. And forgiveness. What about a highwayman is?
Probably the state patrol.
Girl. Or like a patty roller.
Yeah. Something. Highwayman and assassin.
Okay. So, all right. Eye for an eye sound like that to me. Number 6, resolved that the frequent seizure in the North of colored men, women, and children who are sent into slavery have measurably alienated our feelings towards this country, dispelled the lingering patriotism from our bosoms, which compels us to regard as our common enemy every white who proves not himself to the contrary. So when Israel's redemption talks about not mixing things of that nature, these people basically put it out there like, look, all y'all on the same playing field until you prove yourself to be otherwise. And even then, you still get the side eye.
Right. Right.
Slide through in between the lines. So, but that still follows along with how the children of the Most High are to separate themselves. You know what I mean? So, all right, number 7, resolve that the bold, determined, manly, and independent position taken by, is that William Lloyd Garrison, Esquire, Reverend Theodore Parker, Wendell Phillips, and attorney Richard H. Dana, Esquire, and other friends of freedom in Massachusetts in defense of our victimized brother, Anthony Barnes, against the trained band of armed ruffians, of the United States government. See, one day our people realize this government, man, they'll be marching, praying, and crying. This is back from 1850s. It's the same thing. 1850s, 1950s, 1970s. Agents of the United States government in his late rendition to slavery by the kidnappers and man thieves. I'm going to start using that. Man thieves merit the hearty thanks and encomiums of this convention. I ain't gonna lie to you, I know what this meant right here. So if you have thoughts, share them. Otherwise, we're gonna move on. I just took away man thieves and armed ruffians, and that the United States government is still trifling.
Right.
When this was written.
For them to even make mention of the government lets you know that they've been corrupt for a very long time.
Since the beginning.
Right.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Right, number 8. Hey, real quick, when you had that screen up and you was showing something, it was a advertisement, and the little weird kept snatching on and off, and you was reading. It was a serious thing that you were reading, but I did laugh.
You so funny.
I just thought of that. It was funny. Anyway, number 8, resolve that we recommend that hereafter the first day of January of each year be observed as a day of celebration, being the anniversary of Haitian independence. So, I don't know what to think about this one, because I know, Marcus Garvey was a thing, and, recent stuff came out to where we're kind of giving him the side eye, where he's an agent. But remember, the person, Mr. Delaney, has African parents. And we think about Marcus Garvey was, and I could be wrong, this could be 2 totally different time frames, I don't even know. But they do have something to do with each other at some point, like in a linear motion. So, oh, you know what? Haitian, I feel like silly. Haitian independence, I can't remember exactly the year, but it was 18 something. So this might have been written after Haitian independence, and that's the first melanated group of melanated people to liberate themselves from any oppressor. So to every other melanated tribe, they're gonna be like, "Oh, look at them! Look at them!" You see what I'm saying? They won. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can see that. All right, so I'm back. All right, I'm back. Girl, I have to take myself out and bring myself back in sometimes.
Get back in the boat.
I'm bite. Hold on, I need a swig.
Me too. I'm finna go get me some water.
Shout out to Walmart clearance on this Brita filter water container, $4.50, and this is like an $18 water container. How many do I get? A max of 32 ounces of liquid, and I can get 300 bottles. So yes, stunting on y'all with my water game.
That is nice.
Oh, I'm scared. I thought you was getting something to drink.
You so funny. I'm gonna hold my finger up and lead in.
Yeah, I'm a good. Please don't mind me. This is everyday, regular. So I feel like I should talk to y'all while I sleep away. Let me see, what else can I tell you about Delaney? Oh, he wrote some books. He wrote a book called, they're considered in his manifesto, The Condition, Elevation, Immigration, and Destiny of the Colored People of the United States, politically considered. Wow. And they said that this was calling for immigration from the United States. Oh, snap, to Central America. It was viewed as a decisive break from mainstream abolitionism, and according to some scholars, the birth of Black nationalism. He said, and I quote, this is Delaney, I should be willing to remain in this country, the lady wrote in a letter to Garrison, fighting and struggling on the good fight of faith. But I must admit that I have not hopes in this country, no confidence in the American people, with a few excellent exceptions. Now, I get all of that, but he also helped somebody win a political race, some white guy who he fought with in the union or something like that. He was in the military, and
okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
I was talking with your viewers while you were away, and we just got a little bit more tea on Delaney.
You said what?
I said I was just talking with your viewers, and we got a little bit more tea on this Delaney character. This person who helped to get all of this convention together, started to organize and heading up the immigration from out of the United States of America.
I just want you to know you are awesome. I didn't have to stop. You held things down. That's so awesome.
Y'all, she was trying to gas my head up. Already big, and she keep trying to gas it up too.
Well, for real, because I was going to be like, well, do you want me to pause it? But you was holding it down. I'm like, let me go.
You do know I talk a lot, right? You do know I can talk all day about this. I'm just trying to get people not to look at me like I'm crazy. It's literally so many hashtag facts. How can you not keep talking about it? There's just so much. It keeps going on.
And it go on and on and on and on.
Sure. And I'm never ready. So right now, it sounds like we got our game plan in this document.
Right.
We are at numero 9.
So what were you saying about the Haitian holiday?
I was saying that Haiti was the first nation to gain independence from their colonizers. So for every other melanated tribe out there, they would be looking at Haiti like, damn, they did that, and then keep in mind Marcus Garvey was Haitian. You know what I mean? So it just was probably like a beacon of hope.
Yeah.
We can do it, kind of thing. So they were going to recognize Haitian independence, which is crazy because I've actually low-key celebrated Haitian independence just on a whim for my Haitian friends, and I didn't even know that it was all connected.
You know what? It made me think, here in America, we are the only people that celebrate the 4th of July when that was not our independence. It's like the melanated people.
Yeah.
And if we were going to celebrate something, it should be Haitian independence or either our independence.
Girl, let me tell you why. This is how I feel like not only was I asleep, I was comatose. Girl, why was 4th of July one of our favorite holidays?
Wow.
I was all the way under the dirt. I was dead. That was my favorite.
That's how I be, right?
You know what? That's why last year my ass passed out trying to watch some damn fireworks. That was the Most High trying to say, girl, stop.
Okay.
Taking you. I literally, I also managed down, and what had happened was, I know what I did wrong.
Let me find out.
You need salt. People, you need salt.
Right.
Anyway, look, see how you got me off on a tangent. Number 9.
It's helping your brothers and sisters. They need to know you need salt because people don't read.
So I was doing a ketogenic diet, which is what I'm trying to do again. But on that diet, you cut out all sugar, all carbs, all gluten. You're literally eating a lot of fat, moderate protein, and loads of veggies. And you just got to remember that doing that changes the physiology in your body, and you need your salt and a lot of it. Honey, that sodium potassium pump just put on your ass, and you need to keep on fighting it. together. Drinking salt water for 3 days.
Really?
Girls are disgusting. But I was so scared to fall out again, so I was just chugging it, taking it to the head.
Wow.
I had a damn concussion, girl. I hit my head. I was like, asking about my damn sunglasses.
Really?
Hotness.
You said somebody got your sunglasses?
When I came to, the first thing I said was, "Are my sunglasses okay?" Like, who am I? Who does that? Like, am I alive? Who are you holding me? Why is the ambulance here? Why does my head hurt? No. Are my sunglasses okay? My head just thought of, girl.
I bet they were looking at you like,
Girl. Shame. But anyway, number 9. Enough about me and my hot message. Number 9. Whereas we have looked upon the indefatigable labor of the Reverend Charles Avery in erecting a college for the education of colored youths, as worthy of the gratitude and lasting remembrance of our people. And whereas, in the opinion of this convention, the work of elevation among us cannot be complete until the education of our sons and daughters for the various pursuits of life have been fully accomplished. I want you to highlight various pursuits of life have been fully accomplished, thereby fitting them for many high positions in society, either in their place of choice as immigrants or otherwise. Just real quick, the various pursuits of life have been fully accomplished. That part, I feel like that has something to do with our sovereignty and our ability to be free beings. And you see what I'm saying? Because if you have that, everything else is a gift. You know what I mean?
right. They really gonna treat us. You gotta ask permission to travel. Like, this is yours.
I feel like I'm like, you know what I really wanted to tell that lady at the Office of Vital Statistics?
What?
I wanted to start with the H word. I'm almost sitting right next to me, so I couldn't. But I was really upset because I'm like, really, when you think about it, why am I trying to prove myself to you? You really should just leave.
Right. You and your family. Everybody you know.
Like, I don't know, like, to your viewers, I don't know about you guys, but in my family, we have several stories about my ancestors being ran off of land that they owned, and then when you go to certain parts of your hometown, you see a damn apartment complex on the river. You know what I'm saying? Or it just grinds my gears that you want me to try to prove to you. You're cry. I feel like I'm going to a place. Let me drink some more and mind my business.
Before you get mad.
That's why my ass choking, because I'm fatty on my inside.
No, you're not. It's justified.
That's what I get for being petty. The most high working on my petty ways.
Y'all, she the one who I went on her page and said I got a PhD in pettyosophy. That was funny.
Those are hashtag facts. But anyway, girl, I almost got Duval on her, girl. I was like, ooh.
Breathe.
You have patience tomorrow. Don't do this. You'll be on the news.
Okay.
But anyway, so that's what I felt like the various pursuits of life. Anyway, let's continue. Therefore, resolve that this convention recommends to our people the Allegheny Institute established in Allegheny City opposite Pittsburgh, Allegheny County. Oh, girl, no, I didn't. I just scrolled down like 15 pages on accident. Shit. So they go back. Sorry, guys. I got excited. And my finger, my bad. Oh my God, they're really good at that many pages.
You talking about me?
Girl, okay. Girl, I got so excited. Girl, I feel like I'm just reading our game plan right here.
We need to go.
Keep in mind, okay, so that thing was talking about the Allegheny Institute to educate persons, a colored person or whatever. Like, I went to a historically black college, and like right now, my college is actually public because of low enrollment, and my college was founded in 1866, like 10 years after this. Founded for stuff like this. And it's the oldest private institution in Florida, and they got low enrollment. Granted, the leadership needs to change, but that's another conversation. But yeah, they need students, and you can't even pay these students to go to these schools, and they're here for you. They are yours. So
they are what?
They are ours. They're our schools.
Right.
What number was on?
Oh, right here at Pittsburgh, Allegheny County, PA.
Okay. As an institution worthy of their confidence and patronage. Basically saying go to this school because I'm sure, I don't know if we have to do some research. This is my first time reading down this hard. Do some research on this school because it might be called something else now, but it still might be a historically quote unquote black college. You know what I mean? And we'll do what we can to encourage its progress and its further its objectives. Lord, what am I reading? And further its object and design. Girl, get it together. All right, number 10. Resolved that we heartily regret the refusal of our recent ardent friend, Honorable Garrett Smith, further to serve the cause of the oppressed in the councils of this nation. So they're referring to themselves as a nation of this nation. Oh, no. Yeah. And hold that on due reflection, he may yet consent to lose a meal of victuals or an hour's sleep for the cause of downtrodden and suffering humanity. Oh, damn. So they just threw mad shade on him.
You need to look up his ass, too. He might still be in office. You know, these motherfuckers don't never leave office.
His whole family might still. So it sounds, okay, so it says we hardly regret the refusal of our recent ardent friend, Honorable Garrett. So it sounds like they invited him to basically be of some help to the councils of this nation, like to stop the oppression. And he refused. And so they was like, so because you did that, we hope that on due reflection, when you think about it, that you stop eating, you sleep, you stop eating and lose sleep for the cause of downtrodden and suffering humanity. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Now that's an 1850s read right there.
Okay. Like he told him.
I wouldn't even know how to respond back to that. Like I just had to say like yo mama or something. Anyway. Number 11.
I got his picture up.
Okay, let me click back on you. Let me see. Your screen's blank, dear.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Look.
He who?
Move my face out the way. Don't he look like one more devil?
Yes.
Look at him. Why my face all turned up? I'm looking like,
Look at him.
Let's see him, child.
Let's see that phenotype. What that phenotype looking like?
He look like a broke ass Abraham Lincoln.
Look at that nose.
Oh, dandruff.
Girl, I cannot see your dandruff.
Girl, go down a little bit.
Look at his nose, girl. He Jewish.
I mean, I can't even really lie and say I know the Jewish phenotypes and stuff like that. I don't know, probably not.
Let me see if it's over here.
Like, I feel like sometimes I can, but Sometimes I can't.
Well, I just be looking at the nose. I thought I saved it on here, but it's not. So we moving forward, y'all.
Look at his face. He look like I'm being so judgy right now, but judge righteously.
Right.
Chimera.
Okay, so Chimera.
Why? So you have like a slow playback. I look so petty drinking this water. But I need to get my whole. Okay. Yeah, why y'all let her play me like this?
Nobody out
And
right.
you really gonna post this video, so like y'all, I'm really not that petty. Maybe just like this much.
You are so funny though. This is great company.
Continue because I don't know how long this thing goes. How long is your video so far?
It's unlimited.
I know, but how long is it right now?
Oh. 56.
Ooh, shoot, girl, come on, let's read. Because, girl, I be going to sleep on y'all be doing this 3 and 12-hour videos. Look. Can y'all chop it up, screw it, chop it up and screw, or whatever. Anyway, number 11. We're not going to be on no 3-hour video.
I hope not. They're going to turn us off.
You ain't finna have people talking about me because all my videos was 15 minutes or less because I got free trial.
He's so
So
funny.
don't expect any more than that.
Girl, I did free trial for a whole year. I enjoyed my 15 minutes.
I'm gonna get this thing down to science. I ain't figured it out yet, but I will.
Okay.
Hey. So, shade on number 10. Number 11, resolved that this convention, as the only free territory in the North of America, this convention, as the only free territory in the North of America, recommend to the colored people throughout the state, quotations. Like, is that shady? I don't know. Was that shady?
So.
Okay. Recommend to the colored people throughout the state as the surest investment in social as well as political economy to possess themselves with as much land as possible in the Canada, especially Canada West, the land being now sold at government prices at the low rate of $1.50 an acre, which may be secured by paying but 10 cents on the acre with 10 years to pay the balance of the money at but 6% interest. Thus, $15 will secure a farm and homestead of 100 acres of land.
Now, this is the type of land that I want to buy. What they did here was giving them land. They was paying them. They were offering. This was like a commercial. They was playing this in Europe, saying, "Well, if you come to America, we're gonna give you land. For the low, what it is, 6% interest." Yeah, these people literally moved here and was balling out on your farmlands that you already had going. They came in, took all of your things, and was pushing you out of your homes, out of your areas the only areas you knew. And not just that, look how cheap they were selling. They wouldn't even let you buy it. But they were selling it to these invaders, these colonizers, for $1.50 an acre. Yeah.
Girl, no, this is Canada. We couldn't get it here. You had to go to Canada to get this $1.50 land from their government.
Oh, wow.
So they was letting people, but it's still the same concept. They letting, you still be quote unquote a foreigner coming from the U.S. to Canada, quote unquote.
Right.
Just the same way they was bringing their ass from France and elsewhere, getting these deals, which I'm sure was probably different than what this 6% is.
It is, because the people in Canada, the so-called natives in Canada, they say that the government still mistreated them, once they got there. So they still, pretty much poisoned them and this and that, and took their land and the watered down hijack now, but there were natives there too. It's crazy. Okay.
So yeah, but still the principle still applies he's urging them, not in this particular case, they're talking about Canada's, especially Canada West, they're urging people to buy this land at this government prices. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that's what they did at the time. And you're going to see why. I think he explained it. Yeah, he says buying this land is the surest investment in social as well as political economy. So they're saying to possess as much land as possible.
Yeah, because, I mean, for the natives, I'm just thinking like $15 for 150 acres, but they weren't even allowed to buy it, and it was theirs. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah. So, but at least in the 1850s, they was urging people to get land. So, I mean, I don't know. I haven't gotten that far in scripture to figure out the prophecy or if there's anything to do with that. If anybody knows, I mean, maybe it's probably not connected, but. Number 12, resolved that the printing establishment of the late Henry Bibb Esquire, now in possession of his widow, be recommended for consideration of the National Board of Commissioners. I don't know about that. I guess he had a newsletter or something. Number 13,
I said,
Number 13, resolved that the printing of this convention be done at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the time shall not exceed 1 month from the adjournment. You know, they must take all day to get stuff done.
To get what? Oh.
Get stuff done.
Black people. On melanated people time.
Okay. Number 14, resolved that the next convention held under the platform of the Cleveland Convention be held in the city of Cleveland, Ohio. And I don't know, I think Lex was talking about some kind of history and artifacts stuff in Ohio. I don't know if y'all watched him taking notes or something kind of. I don't know. It has something to do with something. I don't know. I keep saying, I don't know. I just read and try. I read and speculate. A lot of speculation.
Yeah.
From, I think Everly, from Everly Allergy.
Look, I was just saying, she gonna force us down the road. You don't have a choice but to go in with her. Because
I drag people down the rabbit hole with me because I literally can't believe what I'm seeing and I need somebody else to see with me.
That's just deuces.
So,
I'm leaving again.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Alright, number 15. Resolved that the Free Soil House kept by Mr. Brown and Lady deserves the patronage of the traveling colored community. Look at group economics. Come on, somebody. This is our blueprint. The host and hostess being the most pleasant, kind, and obliging. Their house being in a pleasant and central part of the city. And the boarding house is kept by Mr. John Henderson and Mrs. Julia A.J. Tilghman be also recommended. Number 6, group economics. All right. Number 16, resolve that the spirit exemplified in the treatment of the delegates to this convention at a portion of the public hotels of the city was highly commendable, and that our most hearty thanks be tendered to the proprietors of the Chase House, Franklin House, and New England Hotel for their kind and gentlemanly attention to those of us during our sojourn with them. All right, so they gave a shout out on number 16. Resolve, number 17, resolve that the thanks of this convention be and are hereby tendered to the friendly citizens of Cleveland for their liberality and kindness towards the members of this convention during their stay in this pleasant city. All right, so Cleveland showed love. Number 18, resolved that the foreign convict and pauper now in New York from the chain gang at Botany Bay, I don't know what's significant in Botany Bay, who has intruded himself into this country as a hireling pimp for the fixed purpose of debasing and prostituting Native Americans, the same outlaw who hopes for a plantation well stocked with healthy Negroes in Alabama and urges that the free citizens of Massachusetts should have been hung on gallows higher than the steeple and shot down like dogs, calling them rebels for daring in their own country to defend liberty, is a debauch so abandoned, a ruffian so lost, even to a sense of his own irretrievable depravity, that we can only be reconciled to the anomaly by the consideration that the miserable being is an agent of that old strumpet, the whore of Babylon.
Girl, this is juice.
Ain't this tea? I'm like, they can't even stop it up, girl. This is wall-to-wall tea, girl. The whore of Babylon, slavery, and as such should be regarded and treated by the silent contempt of all enlightened civilization. Girl, I need to put that on the t-shirt.
Okay. Whore of Babylon.
Wow. So that whole read was about slavery. Man, slavery is the foreign convict and pauper now in New York. Where's Botany Bay? Can you Google that? What is that? Should I Google? You want me to Google it?
I got it. I got your back. Botany Bay.
Because if it's talking about slavery, it says the soul for the fixed purpose of debasing and prostituting Native Americans. Now, I'm curious because I'm just going to go on and spill the beans. I wanted it to be like a nice, like, shebang ending, kind of like to segue into the next rabbit hole that we could eventually get into one day, but I'm just going to tell y'all because I can't hold it anymore. So all of the stuff they're planning, you know, they're going to go into talking about going somewhere in Africa, and once they get everything planned and ready to go, the damn Civil War starts. So, but this is in the 1850s. So this
Hold on. So the Civil War started. So that means this is like them keeping us hostage. We weren't able to leave because they knew without us, they weren't gonna make it anyway.
Because remember, so the Civil War happened, but see, remember, up until like it was. Let me Google when the hell Andrew Jackson punk ass died.
But then it say, okay, so the Civil War happened. Okay, so
a piece of thing together, honey.
It's when Hitler said that the Europeans done stole God's jewels. So it's like, even though we was planning on leaving, this still was like putting our plan on blast, and what they did was like start a war so we wouldn't be able to leave. That's crazy.
Because I think it was like if you crossed into the Northern Territories, they couldn't come get, like, as long as you didn't get caught, you know what I mean? One of them situations. So imagine if niggas is excuse me. But it's supposed to be just piecing out at an alarming rate. I don't know. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know what to make of it all, because I've heard some conspiracy theories that really had me thinking, like, even though I'm not saying they're true, it's just like, dang, like, that would be a crazy ass scenario, and it's not totally far-fetched. So, wondering who's a double agent and who's not. Girl, it's a lot. The rabbit hole, see, it makes my head spin, so I can't go that far. But when it says that Andrew Jackson died in 1845, and this is written in. Okay, so that's probably have a whole lot to do with that.
I pulled up Botany Bay.
What does it say?
It's located in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia.
Say that one more time.
Sydney, New South Wales, Australia.
That's all.
Oh, that's where it's located.
Is that the only Botany Bay?
Yeah, let me share the screen.
You know, they be renaming stuff, recycling names.
Right. Can you see that?
Girl, let me make my screen big. I'm over here.
Okay.
I
clicked on Aboriginal history. So it's like archaeological evidence from the shores of Botany Bay has yielded evidence of Aboriginal settlement dating back 5,000 years. The Aboriginal people of Sydney were known as the Eora. And I'm clicking on that to see who these. Right, no picture. Oh, okay. They melanated. You see it?
Yes, girl.
Okay. So, okay.
Damn, they got them by smallpox too, dog.
Really?
Yes, I caught it right before you got off the screen. They caught them by smallpox too. But go ahead. What's fine?
Wow. So, the Aboriginal people of Sydney were known as the Eora, with subgroups derived from the languages they spoke. The people living between the Cooks River and the Georges River were the Bidjigal. They indigenous Australians. There's no picture available, of course.
And I don't want to be like super ignorant. I have an image in my head, but I don't know if it's different, like how the tribes work. So how should learn it?
Okay, so the Bidjigal clan on the southern shores of the bay were the Guigal. Yeah, they were melanated too.
They look like it's like I'm. And look at that woolly hair. You know, wish I had something else to send their ass back. Stop them from coming.
They got hair like Francisco.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, because the Aboriginals and I even hate saying Aboriginals because there's nothing ab about it. They're just original. They have that very like loose, wavy, almost kind of straight hair with a little curl to it. And then, but some of them do have like really curly hair too, though.
Oh.
Girl, what did you got me on this big old screen for?
Girl, I was showing your face along with your page. You know what I'm saying? But
Playback is wearing me out.
okay, I'm like, when? Oh, it's because I'm sharing the screen. Let me turn it off.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, where did we look and see how you tricked me?
No.
Where were we at?
I don't know. I can't even find. We back, y'all. I don't know what happened.
You know it doesn't look like there's a break. You know that, right? How long did you stop recording?
1 second.
Okay.
Good.
I don't remember what I just said. But we were talking about what was going on around that time. Like, this was... I'm going to lose my page. Page 21. And let's just remind ourselves here that...
We gotta go to bed.
Hey, no, girl, we finna finish this last little resolution. You shouldn't have started.
Oh, I thought you were finna tell me you finna go, girl.
So this was 1854. So what the flip was happening around 1854?
Let me look in my...
Besides slavery.
Right. Let me look in my encyclopedia of engines.
Oh yes, yes, you better pull out them resources.
Okay. What year?
1854.
Okay. I don't have 1854, but in 1851, the Indian Appropriation Act, which was the reservation system, will become widespread because of it. So that's when they started talking about this is land. Oh, yeah, when they started saying you got to live on this land. That was in 1851. And then in 1855, the Rogue River War in Oregon, Indian tribes were attacked in an attempt to start a war that would enable unemployment miners to work. Survivors are forced onto reservations. And then another thing that happened in 1855 was the Third Seminole War, 1855 to 1858 in the Florida Everglades. The Seminole, led by Chief Billy Bowlegs, made their last stand.
They also had a war going on with the Sioux Indians.
Let me
see. Oh dear. Plains Indian Wars, 1854 to 1890.
Oh. Let me see. What year? This 1854.
And something was going on with the California Indians. And dog,
they planned to attack.
The Navasoma Massacre of 1854. It's 1854 is just a badass year for indigenous people.
Really?
There's a lot that was going on.
What year?
And then 1854.
Yeah.
And during that time frame, a lot of stuff popped up around 1851, which just makes me wonder what happened in 1850. Or what was going on up until 1850 for this stuff to come to a head. Then I see something here about the Western Washington Treaty. Treaty of Medicine Creek, 1854. The Ojibwe Treaty, girl. All right, my brain.
Oh shoot! Hold on. Okay.
Okay, reading more of that. It's just off the chain during that time frame. Which also makes me think of how bold they are to be trying to do this when all of that other stuff is going on. Like, I want the balls on these people.
Okay.
And they talk about it being a convention of action. They kept saying this is not going to be about talking, this is a convention of action.
Okay.
And then, because I'm pretty sure because they were determined, boom, Civil War.
Right. So I wonder, was a civil? You think this was what was behind the Civil War?
Well, I can't say that. I think it was a lot of things, but I can't say that this was like the sole thing. Like, if he had gained popularity, because keep in mind, like, this is some more history. If you read up on this Delaney guy, he recruited like over 100,000 colored troops for the Negro troops. I can't remember the name of the actual military sector. Or what's the word? Child, you know the group. Their military rankings and stuff like that. They don't like special military, and he really recruited like 100,000 colored folks just from the northern regions, and he was gonna try to do it for the south.
So he was really calling for war.
He was very, like, he wasn't just some random person. Like, he was very well known. Like, people knew him. He was free. You know what I'm saying? And he had clout. He was a doctor. He had clout in the colored military. Like, he had the highest rank you could get in the colored military. After that, you can't step on no white folks' toes. But, so he wasn't no chunk. He got accepted to Harvard and only got kicked out because the students petitioned that they didn't feel like he should be in the same classes with them. And things like that kept happening. He was just literally trying to achieve whatever milestone he wanted, thinking since he's a free person, he's a free and sovereign person. But because of what was going on with other melanated folks, we all look alike to some people. He just kept getting turned down. Even if he was free and should technically be able to, the fact that he was melanated, they wasn't trying to have that like mixing.
Right.
And that's what led him to the point of, well, F this. If y'all gonna trip on me, then F this, I'm out. I'm gonna have my sovereignty anywhere else.
Right.
And I'm gonna take all my hitters with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really had rallied these people up. And that's why they call him the grandfather of the Black nationalist movement, because after him, then you have all the, I want to say, I really should Google this and not sound ignorant, Marcus Garvey. I really want to say Marcus Garvey was after, but when they talk about Haitian independence, I could definitely be all the way wrong. So let me just, oh, child, oh, I'm way off. Oh, y'all, shame. Y'all don't judge me too bad. This is why you should just learn and read for yourself. Marcus Garvey, child, he died in 1940, child, and he was born in 1887. So basically, Marcus Garvey would have been looking at people like Delaney as heroes or mentors, or, you know what I'm saying? So,
wow.
So yeah.
So he came before them.
Yes. So he's the one who started he was the beacon of light for them to be like, oh, hell yeah, we finna get our sovereignty and just dip out this piece of thing or act like this. You know what I mean? Hell, look at Haiti. Haiti just popped off. Like, we can do it too. Like, this particular time frame, they're all revived and renewed and ready to go. And then, boom, Civil War. Let's get to a couple more of these real quick, though. Okay. Number 19, resolved that the thanks of the convention can be tendered to the officers for the able and impartial manner in which they have discharged their respective duties of their office. So shout out to the officers. All right, so those are all of the resolutions that they came up with from the convention. And then they have their platform. Like, I don't know how much you really want to this meeting, but it's like wall to wall. Oh, please, can we please go just a little bit longer? Just a little bit.
Okay.
How long is this video so far?
An hour and 23 minutes.
All right. She needs to be doing 3 hour and 35-minute videos. Not saying we're doing that, but
You on your soapbox? We are on our soapbox. We're not apologizing for it.
Okay, y'all better hang out with us and quit tripping. Get you some Kool-Aid, get a snack, pause, and come back. Here, it's study time. We're in a study sesh. Alright, so let's go, because I saw something when I scrolled down, and I was like, let me talk about that. So this is their platform or their declaration of sentiments. And I really want to say this might be part of what they were saying, like every colored person we have on them. When white people ask them, what do they want? So this is the Declaration of Sentiments of the Cleveland Convention.
How can I see what you're looking at?
Keep scroll down some more. Yeah, let the page load.
Because you know it ain't loaded yet. Platform of the
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Okay. ¿Estás lista?
I'm ready. Yep.
Girl, you know I gotta practice my Espanol. I want to go to Peru.
Right.
Alright. Please, alright. Whereas for years, the colored people of the United States have been looking, hoping and waiting in expectation of realizing the blessings of civil liberty, and whereas during this long, tedious, and anxious period, they have been depending upon their white fellow countrymen to effect for them this desirable end, but instead of which they have met with disappointment, discouragement, and degradation, and whereas no people can ever attain to the elevated position of freemen who are totally or partially ignorant of the constituent elements of political liberty, and whereas in the multitude of conventions heretofore held by our fathers and contemporaries among the colored people of the United States, no such principle as a basis have ever been adduced or demonstrated to us as a guide for action. And whereas no people can maintain their freedom without an interested motive and a union of sentiment as a rule of action and nucleus to hold them together, and whereas all of the conventions heretofore held by the whites in this country of whatever political pretensions, whether Democrat, Whig, or free democracy, all have thrown themselves upon the Declaration to sustain the Constitution as our forefathers understood it and the Union as they formed it, all of which plainly and wholly imply unrestricted liberty to the whites and the right to hold the blacks in slavery and degradation. If we would just realize that and quit trying to just be so accepted, you got to get down, you got to peel back that onion layer even more. They just went all the way off right there. All the way off. All the way off.
Right.
Like, that was a mouthful just in and of itself. Like, there was so many hashtag facts. Like, and it's over 150 years ago. Like, I basically feel like we should just copy and paste this, put all the, acknowledgement that needs to go on there, and just be like, this is what we feel like we need. So far.
Right.
So far. Like, that just went off. And I want to talk about it, but I want to keep going. So,
well, what
go ahead.
I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna go and see if I hear Pharaoh.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, just pretend like you're still there now. Keep talking to you. This is crazy. All right. So I'll just continue. Therefore, as the declaration of sentiments and platform of this convention, be it resolved, number one, that we acknowledge the natural equality of the human race in all capital letters. Now, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to, what was it? Yeah, hold on, 2 segundos. I found this blog where they were talking about the difference between a person, an artificial person. You know what? It's a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube. Y'all just look it up. There's differences between human, mankind. Yeah, let's go to Lex Will channel. He talks about all that stuff as well. But here they talk about the human race. And I think that's more political than anything because race isn't real. Number 2, that man is by nature free and cannot be enslaved except by injustice and oppression. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this skin has witnessed, not necessarily by myself all the time, but history has shown that injustice and oppression goes hand in hand with melanated people. So you put that together. Number 3, that the right to breathe the air, capital A, the air, and use, italicized, the soil, capital S, on which the Creator, capital C, the Creator, has placed us, is coherent with the birth of man, and coeval with his existence. Consequently, whatever interferes with this sacred inheritance is the joint ally of slavery and at war against the just decree of heaven, Hence, man cannot be independent without possessing the land on which, y'all, without possessing the land on which he provides or resides. Excuse me. Nina, please tell me you're back. She's not back. Y'all, this is huge. Like, this is everything. This establishes us as sovereign human beings, as people of the soil. Like, they capitalize soil. Like, come on. This is everything. Okay, let me keep going because I get stuck right here. Number 4, that whatever interferes with the natural rights of man should meet from him with adequate resistance. I-49, one more again. That under no circumstances, let the consequences be as they may, will we ever submit to enslavement, let the power that attempts it emanate from whatever source it will. That all sums up to try me, ho. That's what that sounds like. Because we're not going into slavery again. Number 7, or number 6. Number 6. That no people can have political liberty without the sovereign right to exercise a free man's will. Like, please tell me. I just hope that was good. And I'm getting it. Number 7. You back?
Girl, you hear me huffing and puffing?
You better breathe, girl. Dina, you missed some major tea, girl.
What happened?
You missed some major tea. I only had gotten down to I was about to read number 7. Girl, they talking about, girl, I don't even know how to even collect myself to tell you about what I want to say. Number 3, just gloss over it real quick. Gloss over real quick and get your whole life. Remind that.
Is this environmental?
I think it definitely has something to do with our environmental law. Like, I have, some of you asked, I have my environmental law book right here. You got me on screen?
Yes.
Get my lips feel chapped. Y'all see that? Are they asking?
No, they're not asking.
But I have my environmental law book, and I would have to dig in that. I wouldn't even know where to turn to, but it does tie in because there are discriminatory practices that violate environmental law. And if I'm not mistaken, I felt like that was one of the avenues that were possibly being looked at into being taken to get some things popping off legally, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I just feel like I heard it somewhere. I know I read it somewhere for sure.
Oh, wow.
But they're basically saying that, you know, like me, this is, and for, I don't know about anybody else that's into this truth. For me right now, of course, the language and decoding the Bible is huge for me right now. But the other thing, too, is in the back of my mind, I keep worrying about, like, rights. What's the difference between all these political terms, these legal terms? Like, what are my rights? What's rights versus privileges? What's privileges versus whatever? What's American citizen versus U.S. citizen? Like, I know there's a lot of information out there, but I think that how they're defining, like, the right to breathe the air and use the soil, it sounds like it's just a really simple phrase, but if you're not considered a human, and there are legal terms that define certain people as non-human, this matters. It matters. This wording is everything. So, girl, you done got me all extra over the top. Did you scan over the other one? I can't get down.
Girl, he said whatever interferes with this sacred inheritance is the joint ally of slavery and at war against the just decree of heaven. Hence, man cannot be independent without possessing the land on which he resides.
That was girl.
Wow.
This is like a gold mine. Like, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe I'm reading right now. Keep going. It gets better. That was wall to wall right there, though.
Okay. Oh. Did you mean like literally keep going?
Like, did you glance over the other ones? I'm gonna start reading at 7.
Oh, that whatever interferes with the natural rights of man should meet from him with adequate resistance. So the same amount, like however much they got.
Try me if you want. I said, look, when you go back, you gonna see. I said that sum this one up as try me, ho.
You know what? And turn day count on them.
Girl, I'm from Duval. I mean, shout out today because I got folks from down. I got roots down there too, but Duval born and raised, baby. They don't want to see this thing.
Oh, so that's what you said. You was gonna go Duval at the Social Security. I mean, with the birth certificate. Like.
Yes, girl.
You don't even look like you can go Duval, girl.
Oh, good. That means it's working.
Okay, so under no circumstances, let the consequences be as they may. Will we ever submit to enslavement? Let the power that attempts it emanate from whatever source it will.
That means I don't care where you come from. You can come from wherever you want, but if you try it, I don't care what happens to me. You're not taking me down. Do or die.
Okay.
I ain't the killer, but don't push me.
I was going to say, this some real gangster talk.
Hey, this thing is lit, right?
It's
okay,
so
keep going.
That no people can have political liberty without the sovereign right to exercise a free man's will.
Is that not... Just, I wanted, like, if I had a handful of mics, I would drop them all.
Wow.
Ain't that crazy?
Girl, he a G. He a OG back then.
Okay, now we're back to number 7. That no individual is politically free who is deprived of the right of self-representation.
I mean,
we're being deprived of our right to self-represent because just for everybody watching this video who's melanated or you have not a lot of melanin, just know that we are being deprived of our right to represent ourselves as we truly are because every other entity has labeled us something without our permission or without our consent. Y'all just said it's what we were, and the rest of the world went with it, and we didn't get to be like, but wait a minute, no, hold up. I have been deprived of my right of self-representation. I think I'm not fully representing myself.
And then you're allowing people that are not of us or from us to identify with who we are. Yeah. Right.
Number 8, that to be a free man necessarily implies the right of the elective franchise. I don't know what that means. It's got real slow right now. The right of the elective. What's the elective franchise? Are you Googling that?
Well, a privately owned business is what franchise is. So, okay. Elective.
Also, like being a business owner then.
Franchise. Yeah. You ain't got to work for somebody else.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Thank you, because I was going to have to Google it and research and do a 12-page paper. All right. Number 9. That the privilege of voting does not necessarily imply an exercise of the elective franchise, since a vote may be given while the franchise is denied to the individual who gives the vote. Girl, what?
The privilege of voting does not necessarily imply an exercise.
Elective franchise. I done made up 12 things in my head.
Okay, and I'm like, please look it up because I could be wrong.
Elective franchise is the privilege or right of voting in an election of public officers.
Oh. So we want our own government.
Yeah, so the privilege of voting does not necessarily imply an exercise of the ability to vote in the legislature, since the vote may be given, while the franchise is denied to the individuals who, I don't know. Okay, I can't even fix that. So
That the privilege of voting does not necessarily imply an exercise of the elective franchise, since a vote may be given, while the franchise is denied to the individual who gives the vote. It's just saying like they're not allowing us to represent ourselves. Like they were allowing them to have a say so, but they still weren't paying attention to what they had to say.
But you know what else is going on? There's a lot of voter suppression too, because you have freedmen who technically could vote, but you had, I think they were called the red shirts or something like that. They were going around to all these voting polls and stuff, and like intimidating the voters. Like, you know, some violence broke out, maybe some people got killed, just falling and stuff.
Wow. You talking about fallen angels.
I'm petty. I'm petty. Y'all was so mad. It was so sick.
That's about your facial expression was so serious right then.
They made me so sick. These in history, all these historical people made me ill.
Right.
So, anyway, where were we?
Okay, number 10.
That the elective franchise necessarily implies eligibility to every position attainable, the indisputable right of being chosen or elected as the representative of another, and otherwise than this, the term is the sheerest imposition and delusion.
So I think in this sense, he was saying that a free person, that they would have the right to every position that was open for them to run for to govern themselves. But the indisputable right of being chosen or elected as a representative of another, like even if people voted in and said, well, we want him to lead us, and otherwise than this term is the surest. Or maybe he was serving them too, saying it wasn't real. Like, they shouldn't be wanting to be in the government, you think?
Girl, I don't know.
The franchise is still implied. Oh, he said that what they put out there, they're implying that a freedman can run for any office he wants to. But that's what they put out there. He said the indisputable right of being chosen or elected as a representative of another, and otherwise than the term is sure simple. So even if you thought that you was gonna be elected, yeah, it's like delusion to believe that they will elect you and let you run in their government, so to speak.
Hashtag facts yet again.
So number 11.
But this man, yeah, I hope he got a great great grandson that's alive today that inherited his balls and good child.
We're gonna find him and hook you up.
Girl, hook me up, girl, please. Jesus.
Did you just call on Jesus?
I did not call on Jesus. I'm saying like Jesus. It's like a profane thing, like shit.
Oh.
Yes, get your
So hook you up.
struggle is real, and I need to do this before I move to the middle of nowhere. I might as well be banged up, because otherwise I'm going to be by myself with a dog.
Okay, and a dog can't keep you warm at night.
Technically it can, but it can't give me black ass babies.
Right.
Like chocolate babies.
Oh, you want chocolate babies?
I want melanated chocolate light babies. I wish I could do a screen capture to show y'all my little cousin. I want my baby to look like her.
Oh.
Very, very dark, and she has this beautiful long black hair. It's gorgeous. Okay.
Y'all, ain't she funny? You are funny.
Y'all listen. First of all, it's like 3:30 in the morning here.
Right.
And I'm like, she done got me crunk reading this document.
Okay, because we both was just sleeping.
And I'm like, extra alert, ready to keep going. Let's keep going, because people going to be like, I'm going to click off y'all video. Y'all talking too much. I don't want the information. So let's go.
Okay.
Number 11. That a people who are liable under any pretext or circumstances, whatever, to enslavement by the laws of a country cannot be free in that country, because the rights of a free man necessarily are sacred and inviolable.
Liable under any pretext or circumstances, whatever, to enslavement, but cannot be free in this country.
Oh, they're not free.
You said what?
If they're saying, like, if you're liable under pretext or any circumstance, regardless of all of that, if you're liable to enslavement by the laws, if you're liable, if you're going to be enslaved, so if you're liable to enslavement by the laws of a country, basically you can't be free in that country, because the rights of freemen necessarily are sacred and inviolable. So if they violate your rights, that means you were never
free. Right.
But no, keep marching in the street every time they shoot your husband, your brother, your cousin, or your man down the street, or your kid. I'm
gonna need you to go in the house
and look up your damn rights and figure out what you got to do to get this thing really possible. And not with freaking guns. I'm like, girl, did you see? Was that you telling me about the person that shot up the seven black people and one died today in San Diego?
Yep.
They think they mother effing slick, like trying to start a race war. Y'all, please do not drink the Kool-Aid. Race is not real. I promise you, it sounds crazy, but it's not real. And that is just a trick to get you caught up, because think about it. That's not even in our nature. You pull out a gun, they pull out a rifle. You pull out a rifle, they pull out a Uzi. You pull out a Uzi, they pull out a nuke. Then what you gonna do? Whole block gone. Whole country gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, physical violence and fighting is not our battle. This is not our battle. That's not how we fight. Y'all need to get these books, read this information, learn these laws, learn about your rights. Let's get it popping off by the pen, the power of the pen. Off my soapbox. Number 12.
You so fun.
Number 12, that as men and equals, we demand every political right, privilege, and position to which the whites are eligible in the United States, and we will either attain to these or accept of nothing. I like the way he thinks. Number 13, it's like all or nothing. I like that. Number 13, that as colored people in whatever part of the country we may be located, we will accept of no political rights nor privileges, but such as shall be impartial in their provision. Nor will we acknowledge these except extended alike to each and every colored person in such state or territory. So it's either all my homeboys or none of my homeboys.
No North versus South. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No dumbass Crip blood, beef. No, East side. Girl, all of that stuff is, y'all fighting the wrong person and in the wrong manner.
Right.
Anyway, the middle, that the political distinctions in many of the states made by the whites and accepted by rewind, pretend like y'all didn't see that. Number 14, that the political distinctions in many of the states made by the whites and accepted by the colored people comprise in many instances our greatest social curses and tend more than anything else to divide our interests and make us indifferent to each other's welfare. Wow. So political distinction. So all this political power, Democrat versus Republican versus liberal versus left wing versus right wing versus feminist versus Black Lives Matter versus neo-Nazi versus all y'all gonna sit down somewhere, okay?
Okay.
Especially if you melanated. Get out of all of that mess.
Okay.
All you need to do is get back to the creator and study this information. The rest of the system. I'm here to tell you. Number 15. I'm sorry, you have something to say, Nina, because I need to go on, girl.
No.
No.
We're on 14 though.
I just read 14.
Really? No.
Ruined my whole little moment. I had like a whole, like, stars were flying.
You know what?
Fireworks.
You didn't read 14.
I promise. Because I F wanted the first time and I reread it. Let's go one more time. One more time. We got it.
About social curses? I don't think so.
That political distinction in many of the states made by white, so these political distinctions made by white and accepted of by colored people, these distinctions comprise, in many instances, our greatest social curses, intend more than anything else to divide our interests and make us indifferent to each other's welfare. So it's like they're pitting us against each other the same way. The same thing that's happening now. Nothing new in the sun. Here go the damn playbook right here.
Okay. My bad. I thought you had. I bust the moment up. I ain't mean to.
It's okay. Well, I mean, but it's okay because somebody else probably ain't getting it either. So, all good. Number 15. Number 15, that we pledge our integrity to use all honorable means to unite us as one people on this continent. And we, y'all connect with a melanated person, especially when that's in this truth. Y'all know we ain't got a whole lot of friends no more, so.
Right.
I feel like number 15 is like the hardest. Everything else, I don't know. We gotta unite, guys. Number 16, that we have no confidence in any political party. No.
So funny.
I feel like I'm about to pop my top. Number 16, if I could like throw the letters at you, that we have no confidence in any political party nor politician by whatever name they may be styled or whatever their pretensions, who acknowledges the right of man to hold property in his fellow man, whether this right be admitted as a necessary part of the National Compact, the provisions of the Missouri Compromise, the detestability, insulting, and degrading Fugitive Slave Act, or the more recent contemptible Nebraska-Kansas bill. Bomba Club. Girl, that's in that link on that email I sent you to the Nebraska-Kansas bill. I was wondering what I had to do with that, but yep. Thing.
Wow.
Together. Like, I'm still on copy and paste. I'm still all in favor of copy and pasting so far. I say aye.
You're so funny.
Girl, this is fine. Okay, number 17. Girl, this is fine.
Hold on, let me dance. Hold on. It is just like the game plan was already wrote for us.
You can't dance. You gotta turn your screen up. We gotta see all that.
I'm like, for real, because it's already written out. You talking about copy and pasting? You so funny.
He has given us everything we needed. We've always had it. I mean, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. The blueprint is out there. We just need to put these puzzle pieces together. And I feel like slowly but surely, because I feel like we dip a pinky toe in this information, but slowly but surely, it's starting to become a broader picture. I just get so excited. I just
You know what? Y'all should gonna have this typed up and in the mail.
Y'all better click this link and download it on your own. No, I'm not. Girl, stamps are passed. Shoot,
so funny. What's high?
Stamps.
You know.
I mean, I feel like since I'm indigenous, I shouldn't have to pay for nothing.
You know what? They used to be 1 cent. Now they 40 something.
Here, $1,000.
Right.
Anyway, let's see. Number 7. Did I go down to number 17? The Act of Congress of 1850. You know what? That's what it was. The Fugitive Slave Act. Okay, so the Act of Congress of. Wait, I got too excited. Let me try it again. That the Act of Congress of 1850, known as the Fugitive Bill, we declare to be a general law tending to the virtual enslavement of every colored person in the United States, and consequently, we abhor its existence, dispute its authority. Who the hell you think you is? Refuse submission to its provisions and hold it in a state of the most contemptuous abrogation. You better say them $30 words.
You're so
like
funny.
This is so much. Like he is. I'm talking. When I say reading, I'm not like reading. I'm talking about. Girl. Ooh. This is just renewing me, girl. All right, continuing. That as a people, we will never be satisfied nor content until we occupy a position where we are acknowledged a necessary constituent in the ruling element of the country in which we live. We ain't going nowhere till we have power. Number 19, that no oppressed people have ever obtained their rights by voluntary acts of that no oppressed people have ever obtained their rights by voluntary acts of generosity on the part of their oppressors. Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee.
You're so funny.
Girl, you know, this is my first time reading this, so I'm sorry, y'all. Like, these reactions are raw. Like, this would be me in my room by myself. So, pardon. Number 2. That it is futile. Okay, wait. That it is futile hope on our part to expect such results through the agency of moral goodness on the part of our white American oppressors. Y'all better take y'all behinds back. Go to Styles Vanina's YouTube channel and watch that video about psychopaths and connect psychopaths in this document number 20. Put 2 and 2 together. Thank you later. Okay, you ain't even got to thank me. Just put 2 and 2 together and thank the Most High, because that's where it comes from. Okay. I'm sorry, girl. I'm just like extra tired. I should be asleep. Number 21.
So funny.
This is crazy. Are y'all reading? Like, am I the only one? Like, I can't be the only one. Number 21. That all great achievements by the Anglo-Saxon race have been accomplished through the agency of self-interest. And you get a Christmas on that.
Okay.
Number 20, that hashtag that. Number 22, that the liberty of a people is always insecure who have not absolute control of their own political destiny. That's true. And there's no more insecure group of people out there. Okay, maybe the Palestinians, but definitely us for a long time. Insecure.
Right.
As a people. We don't know. We don't have control of our own political destiny. And we still don't. But
Hell,
we
don't even have our own insurance company. We don't have control of our own eternal destiny. We don't have control over nothing. It's time to wake up and snap out of it.
You better tell the children.
You got life insurance with a company or somebody who owns slaves. How's that gonna work out for you? Like, it's time to wake up, people.
That's deep, girl. You said your piece right there, Chef.
We all have the amount of training now to separate and have our own whole thing.
We literally have our own country.
Right.
I work in healthcare. Do you know how many healthcare? And I'm not talking about administrators. I'm talking about physicians. I'm talking about, pardon, financial people. I'm talking about, girl, everybody. And that's just in my particular field. I also know a lot of different artists. I know, like, you just think about who you have in your friends and even in just your immediate circle. And if we all pool our talents together, like, it's really a lot of melanated people out here doing the damn thing, and a lot more that want to do the damn thing that just need the opportunity. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And we can just stop drinking the Kool-Aid and quit thinking about race, quit thinking it's about slavery. Like, the slavery is just a byproduct of a deeper issue. You ain't got no damn rights.
Right.
And then you don't have rights because somebody with no flipping authority told you did, and you was like, okay, I don't have them.
They gave you a piece of paper and said, "This is mine. This is mine."
You know, granted, they did not fight fair. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that's punishment. Like, that's just our asses getting spanked. You know, but part of me be wondering, Nina, how much of this was like literally always here, and like you probably could have been got this show on the road.
Right.
But all in proper timing. It's not time yet. It'll be time.
We're gonna need the power of the Most High, because we think it's gonna be easy. We the only people around the world that don't train our children to put together a gun and to use a gun, and you know, all this canoeing. They have canoeing classes. Nothing but white people out there on the lake rowing back and forth, hunting. We don't equip our kids. We have not been equipped, so we gonna need the Most High. So
we have no choice. Like, we so sleep. Like, if you from the South, especially if you're in Atlanta, you know what being sleep means. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just act of God. People talking about what's gonna change this world, and they come with all these solutions, and I'm like, you wasting your time. Literally an act of God.
okay.
It has been prophesied.
Right.
You too can get in on this. There are things you have to do. You have to study. You have to read. You have to look like an idiot like me when you find out about this stuff, and it make you just react like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to be weird. You're going to not have friends. Your life's going to change. But that's what happens when you get a tunnel vision focus on the Most High. Like, he started just weird out. He just blocking movies. And then you start getting quality people like, that's it.
Oh, hold on.
Huh?
Hold on. Let me pop my face up here.
You know, and then you find people like her, and literally all y'all talk about is the Most High, and everything that's on the forefront of your brain is about the Most High.
Right.
All the information you're pulling together is trying to draw you close to the Most High, figure out what the Most High is trying to tell you.
Right.
Those are the types of people you need in your life, because they're going to keep you focused
and sharp
and help you cross that finish line. And most of the people, he puts them in your lives for a reason. Don't push these people away. And everybody's not perfect. Like, I'm rough around the edges. I talk too damn much. I'm animated. You know, I'm quirky. You know, I don't know, whatever. All things that probably get on people's nerves. Do I give a damn? No. But at the same time, who needs to be around me will be around me, and we're going to get this knowledge.
Okay.
Because I don't want to talk about nothing else. If you want to hang out with me, you want to talk to me, this is all I got to talk about.
Right now. Okay. For real.
That's all I got for you, player.
And then when people not into it and you get upset, they like, you need to, like, maybe you need to back down a little bit. Like, I'll
pray for you in Jesus' name.
Right. No, thank you.
So, y'all, don't be discouraged. Like, this knowledge, just go on and get this knowledge. Get this knowledge.
Right.
We got to unlearn to learn. All right. Sentimental time is over. Let's get back to it, because it's almost done, I feel like. I hope.
Girl, we on page 25 or 78.
I'm talking about with this particular section.
Hold on, let me scroll down. Hold on, y'all. This is how she tricked me into the hole, everybody.
Yeah, I don't believe her. She be jumping in too. She look over the hole and see me down there looking up like, girl, come on, girl. And then she be fussing, and then she's like, ugh, and then she jump in. And then we learn something.
Right. I need to be finessed in. Somebody need to tell Ray. I need to be finessed.
No, you got to yank people in sometimes. Like, girl, you look at this.
That was a message to my husband. Ray, if you listening.
My name Bennett, I ain't in it. It wasn't me. I say I'm married folk business.
That was a revelation, y'all. She's the same sign as my husband, so it's so funny. And we get along so well. What number did you leave off on?
Number 22. So now we're gonna go to number 23, and this is so baby. This is great. Y'all think y'all gangster? Listen to this. So 23. That if we desire liberty, it can only be obtained at the price which others have paid for it.
Right.
I'm trying real hard. I saw Africa, and my ears perked up, so I'm not going to be diving out in, but this really is like a document that's too good to be true.
Right.
About it. Yeah. Number 24, that we are willing to pay that price, let the cost be what it may.
He's so funny.
Is he like the 1850s B-ball? Like,
yeah.
Who beat you? Like, where did you?
You want to know where his jeans at, girl?
Where? Like, are you really African? Are you like chosen to be African, or are you like Canaanite African? Because I'm getting a little Shemitic, little chest pump right there.
He's so
like this is the voice of somebody who has had it.
Right.
And if you have had it, you will not be in this truth. Right. And you will not understand what these words mean. You will not understand why we so over the top about it. Or maybe, maybe I'm not over the top, but, animated. But you won't understand that until you have had it. And I don't know about you guys, but can you pinpoint the pinnacle point of you coming into this truth? Or was it like a gradual thing for you?
Well, I mean, I was listening to GOCC.
What led you to GOCC?
The who?
What led you to GOCC?
Listening to the other dudes that stand on the corner and cuss the people out.
Did you see them in person?
No, on YouTube.
That's what I'm trying to get back to. How did all of that start?
I don't know. It just seemed like it started off with me and my lifestyle. Like, I always been into herbs and stuff. I almost coerced into it because it's just like I was always looking for something natural. And I started out, even before GOCC, even before the Israelite camp, the people that be on the street cussing them out. I was listening to Steve Coakley, and he was talking about the boule and trying to bring out who these corporations are in America. And then he ended up dead because he had like a big platform. He traveled and stuff, but he wasn't necessarily Afrocentric. He wasn't out of Egypt. And then, like, before him, I did think we were from Africa for a minute. Like, I wanted to move to Africa, like, just to be free of this whole system. Because anybody with good sense would know you're in slavery.
Like, so common, child.
Right. So, just always been trying to tap into my culture. Always searching for what wasn't there. And it was just never enough. So I just kept digging. No matter what nobody had to say. No matter, it gets so lonely. Like, people don't understand. It gets so lonely. Because
it does. Look, y'all don't like your viewers, y'all don't understand, like, I borderline stalk this girl because literally I cannot talk to anybody else other than into the screen with you guys. I can't talk to anybody else about this because half the people, they know me and respect me, so they know that I'm for real, but they just thinking maybe I'm kind of going through something, so they'll kind of like nod along with it, or it seem like they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But really, you can tell they just kind of like, okay. Then the other half of the people gonna be like, oh, dash you with holy water in the name of Jesus, you know, all of that. And then you have people that will just be like, you're crazy, and I don't want to talk to you anymore. Or, you know, you're on a different path. But thing. You see what I'm saying? So, and then some people you just gonna look up and realize it's been 3 months and you ain't heard from them. But the Most High didn't put a wedge, and not any kind of on some beef stuff, but just on some just putting time in between you two, and you just kind of end up going about your lives. Like,
to separate yourself is to be holy, though.
It is to be holy, but when I know what I thought when they said separating, but like I think it was gonna be like real
crickets.
Like, who do I know separating? Like, and I'm talking about I deal with people, so work doesn't count.
Right.
Talk about when you're driving home, you get home, make yourself some food, and you're sitting down, and you're just like, I guess I'll watch a video today. Or let me keep reading.
Right.
So don't be afraid to reach out. That's what I did with Nina, and now she can't get rid of me. But everybody's not as bad as me, so
you know what? Go ahead.
Be scared. Don't be scared. All right. So number 20.
Well, y'all see, her grill is what really made me think that the Most High sent her. Like anybody, I can be my old hood self in front of. It's like I saw her with her grill, and I was like, I miss my gold teeth. Like, what was I thinking? But yeah, girl.
Well, for me, it's part of my culture. I'm from Florida, so in Florida, like my life experiences, all the life experiences and I've done a lot of stuff. My life experiences, I still have that core, that root. And when I grew up, this is what I saw. You know what I'm saying? I saw the in Florida, at least in North Florida, well, no, all of Florida.
Okay.
Culture. These Florida dudes, like, they don't, I mean, nowadays they do like the really pretty, well-maintained locks, but back then they did, now what I understand is free-form locks, where you see somebody with literally one long lock growing up this way, and it's just sticking there, and that's their hair. Or they got one here, a big fat one here, skinny one hanging, like, that's Florida culture. Like, it's not weird to me. Like, that's what I grew up, that's what I see, you know. That's what I dated back in the day. Or
you know what? You so funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, it's not what people call ghetto. It's cultural.
Right.
The next thing you know, fast forward 10 years, 15 years, Miley Cyrus, made grills popular.
Right.
Like, girl.
We've been doing this for a long time. A long time. Yes, and then they irk my nerve.
Yeah. That's the only bad thing about the bottom. You get right here, you be like,
you know what?
And I'm too lazy to get up and go get some more. Well, I will after we finish. But yeah, so it's cultural appropriation. And then I saw some pictures. We're going to get back to the topic, y'all, I promise. But Nina, I think I saw something on your Instagram about gold teeth with indigenous people back in the day. And I was like, trying to play us. Like, we just, scum of the earth.
Right.
And this is literally genetic printing. Like, we've been, literally been doing this.
And that's what they saw when they came. Like,
yeah.
We didn't have fancy machinery to do it. Like, we been flashy.
Okay.
That's how we do it. So.
Yeah. So, all right. So let me continue because we ain't gonna never finish, man.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Number 24. Oh no, we said that. Let the cost be what it may.
Mm-hmm.
I need to put that on a t-shirt.
It's so funny.
Number 25. That according to the present social system of civilized society, the equality of persons is only recognized by their equality of attainment. As with individuals, so is it with classes and communities. Therefore, we impress on the colored races throughout this continent and world. This is a message to us. Therefore, we impress on the colored races throughout this continent and the world the necessity of having their children and themselves properly qualified in every respectable vocation pertaining to the industrial and wealth accumulating occupation of art, science, trade, and professions, of agriculture, it's a big one because we don't do that much anymore,
Right.
commerce, and manufacturers, so as to equal in position the leading characters and nations of the earth, without which we cannot at best but occupy a position of subserviency. Now, I get it for that time frame. These days, we ain't got to do nothing to try to keep up with the Joneses and make ourselves feel like us be equal. Now we know who we are, so it's like, try F y'all.
Right.
And your descendants. So
They can go. Y'all all can leave.
Number 26, that the potency and respectability of a nation or people depends entirely upon the position of their women. Let me run that back. Number 26, that the potency and respectability of a nation or people depends entirely upon the position of their women. Therefore, it is essential to our elevation that the female portion of our children be instructed in all the arts and sciences pertaining to the highest civilization. We were supposed to be covered in silence and shut up and then read and learn in silence and
Right. That's why society is failing right now. Especially us. Let's say us.
Like, y'all better wake up and start a coffee and find out that these melanated women is out here doing the damn thing. Like,
Did you know that
we waiting on y'all.
Did you know that last year most of all the businesses that were started were by melanated women?
I believe it. I'm a business owner. You're a business owner. All my friends are like, I'm thinking about the people that I roll with out, when I'm not talking about the truth, which is not that often.
Yeah.
If they get me every once in a blue moon for things like camping that we're going to do this weekend, I'll do that. Club, they keep trying to do the club no more.
They miss you going and up, turning up.
Yeah. And then even when I went, all I did was post up in the corner because my feet was hurting.
Right.
Like, I vibe a little bit and sit down and chill.
Okay.
So, but I'm lying through my gold teeth. Girl, I was really heavy into Caribbean stuff, the Caribbean scene. So all the parties in the last couple of years have mostly been soca parties, and you can't go to a Caribbean party and like they say, if you stush, go in the bush. Like if you stush, don't go to the party.
That's what they say.
If you stush, go in the bush. If you stush, go in the bush. Yes.
Wow.
So, like I did carnival and everything. I wish that it wasn't abominable and it wasn't praising false gods. It was so much fun.
Really?
Yeah. Oh well. That's out the window now. It ain't that much fun to be out of the will of the creator. Anyway.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't miss none of it that much. Number 27, that we will forever discountenance all invidious distinctions among us. Can you pause it real quick, Nina?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me pause it. Okay, number 27. That we will forever discountenance all invidious distinctions among us. Gary, we gotta do etymology. The invidious. These $50 words, man. Talk. You hear me?
Huh?
I said this doctor talk.
Okay. Invidious. VIOUS.
You better slang these words, though.
Let me put it up on the screen. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah. How go who this man? Like, oh my gosh.
You know what?
Like, this is crazy. You got no screen?
Got it up on screen.
Yeah, you're gonna read that etymology real quick.
1600th century from late Latin invidiosus, full of envy, envious, also exciting hatred, hateful, from invidia, envy, grudge, jealousy, ill will. See, envy, envious is the same word but passed through the French, related invidiously. Girl, while I'm on the video with this bat scratcher hanging out my shirt, that is so ratchet. That's why I had my camera down. Okay.
Girl, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I looked and I was like, oh, she put a feather back in.
I put my who?
Feathers.
I ain't messed with
it. At first glance, because it just was hanging right there. And I'm like,
I done turned into
because I had started looking at the darn etymology. I'm like,
look, I'm a ninja for this knowledge.
not a looking face ass.
Girl. Okay.
Are you together now?
Yes.
Alright, so according to etymology, invidious has to do with envy, being envious or being full of envy. So when we head back to our document here, number 27 states that we will forever discountenance. You gonna do discountenance too, or I mean, you can kind of deduce what discountenance means. So we will forever discountenance all envious distinctions among us. Do not hate on your fellow melanated person. Like, there's enough for all of us. You do not have to drag your melanated brother or sister down because you are jealous. You too can achieve what you would desire if you follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Stop hating. Stop crabbing. Stop snitching. Stop capping.
It says discountenance, put to shame. 1570s from Middle French discountenancer to abash from this. So to put to shame everything that
put to shame all envious distinctions among us. Like light skin versus dark skin.
Right.
Good hair versus bad hair.
Right.
You know how niggas do. This side of town versus that side of town. I live in this zip code, you live in that zip code.
It's so funny.
Right. Down somewhere. Because they said they will forever discount this. And I'm going to add invidious to my vocabulary. Number 28, that no people as such can ever attain to greatness who lose their identity, as they must rise entirely upon their own native merit. If you don't have an identity, how can you attain greatness as a people individually? Yes, some of us do knock it out of the park. Congratulations. But it's a short-lived dream, and it's a false dream. That is not the dream given to us by the Most High. There's bigger, there's better, okay? So, don't get caught up. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. You have no identity. You don't know who you are. The thing with the master control.
That's why we try so hard to strive to be something, things that we're not, because we're searching for that identity. It's in you to search for something to be able to relate to it. Like that's
exactly
in your DNA. So
exactly. Número 29. That we shall ever cherish our identity of origin and race as preferable in our estimation to any other people. Now, black has no standing law, but you can't tell black people that because her name was black like a badge.
okay.
Imagine if all that and bigger that we have for blackness, we took that and applied for who we actually truly really are. How about that? That's a thought, you know.
Right.
So yeah, we'll cherish it. I mean, I cherish everything I know right now, and I haven't even figured out everything just yet. You know, I'm still learning.
Right.
And it's so valuable. That's why I tell you, I'm like, I can be confident now because it's nothing that anybody can tell me because I know I have a general idea from who I come from, and just having a general idea is enough to know. You know what I mean? I'm on the right path. And I'm proud. I can't wait so I can like fully with confidence say, you know, this is me, this is who I am, this is where I come from. These are my people.
Right.
So, what are we on?
30.
The 20, 30, 30.
31.
Oh. 30. Number 30. We almost done, y'all. Number 30. That the relative terms Negro, African, Black, Colored, and Mulatto, when applied to us, shall ever be held with the same respect and pride, and synonymous with the terms Caucasian, White, Anglo-Saxon, and European, when applied to that class of people. I do not agree with this. I do not agree with this for obvious reasons. Okay?
He said what now? That the relative term, you know? Oh. He was just asking respect, though. Respect.
He asked for respect, and I'm keeping in time. I'm keeping in mind this is the 1850s. You know what I'm saying? But I'm petty, so knowing what I know, like I'm just looking at you like, who are you?
Oh.
It kind of reminds me when I was in college and I joined my sorority. When I pledged, when we first got on, we had, you know, for lack of a better term, elders. And you can't just, if you brand spanking new, you can't just walk up to them just being all willy-nilly. Like there's a respect, there's a certain class, not class, but there's a certain respect level. And if you just fresh, just got your pearls, like shut your mouth, be quiet, and learn some more. You know what I'm saying? When I think about that number 30 in my head being indigenous to this earth and to this land, being a person of the soil, you're new, so shut your mouth, sit down and learn something. Let me school you on how you're supposed to be operating. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say, I think he was just trying to say, respect us, even if we're, don't try to treat us like half a man. But I get what you're saying too, because when he say the same respect, which they are lower than we are, so they don't even deserve.
It's not even about them being lower
They
than
are.
us, and that it's more so like you're still looking for approval from your oppressor because you need your oppressor
Right.
to acknowledge you as an equal person.
Right.
Not that he needed, because he did just a couple points back, but you know.
But his oppressor is not worthy to have to, you know what I'm saying? He's not even worthy to acknowledge you as anything, as far as I'm concerned. So
he oppressed you. He's your enemy. Like,
yeah,
you're just trying to get him out your face.
Yeah,
I'm saying, like,
yeah, not needing their approval.
Right. And that's what I mean by that. And that was a huge weight off my shoulders, even professionally. Like, I work in a white male dominated industry. So it's like, coming into this truth is just, I feel like I could just Yeah, just looking square in the eye, make people uncomfortable. Just looking. I'm not saying much, but looking.
And y'all, I want y'all to know that, like, I don't mean like less than treat people any kind of way, because I just think we need to separate. We shouldn't beat them, period. But on the up and up, we are of a royal bloodline, so they are under you. And I don't mean like caste system under, but you are children of the Most High, so you don't need to be. Yeah, yeah, you don't need to seek any approval from anyone. And that's just it. And that's how I live my life. Like when I see them, I don't even acknowledge seeing them anymore. I walk past like they not. And that's what Farrakhan was saying. He said, when you get to know yourself as a people, you won't even see them. It's so many layers to you. It'll be just like they're not there. Like, just separate and let's move forward, everybody. Survival of the fittest. Like, once you get that in your head and you separate, they'll kind of like start to get it, because they don't get it right now. They want to fight and pull out guns and stuff. I definitely don't think that is the way.
About that, it's not even about physical violence. Like everybody needs to sit down somewhere,
Right.
trying to shoot each other up or kill or start a race war or whatever. Because at the end of the day, unless you have a certain bloodline on their side of things, all our asses are equal to them. So you sitting around here talking about white power.
You're so
And
funny.
your ass gonna be in a FEMA camp with the rest of everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
don't sleep and think they got your back. Like, they are using people of every shade. They using us to pit us against each other to do their dirty work for them. No, think, people, please think smarter, not harder. Like, it's too easy to pull a gun. You know, all throughout history, that's the only people have battled each other through guns. That's the only way they know how to war. But they're tricking the masses by manipulating the television, the stuff you see in the news, all this stuff. They're manipulating you guys and make y'all done drunk the Kool-Aid thinking, oh, well, these white neo-Nazi groups is trying to suppress me and da-da-da-da-da. They can't make or break your coins at all, and you can't make or break their coins unless they say something racist and you get them fired. We will do that. I'm that kind of petty. I will do that, but for the most part, just you people live their lives, like, think smarter. Like, even though you might not be the bloodline, like, please recognize that you're being played like a marionette.
Right.
It's not about freaking race. That's fake. That's not even a real thing. Your skin's
Right.
not. I'm wearing black. What my skin look like besides ashy? Black. I mean, my skin's brown. Sorry, brown. And my dress is black. So it's stupid. It's
Right.
so stupid.
And that's how they and two for them, that's how another way they hide too, because just like it's different groups of us, it's different groups of them. When you give them the power of white, it's just like, no, know who they really are. But okay, we're on 30 and we 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Okay, this is the last one, guys. This is the last one for this particular section. Number 31. That as a people determined to be free, and we are determined, we individually pledge ourselves to support and sustain on all occasions by every justifiable effort, as far as possible, the declaration set forth in this hill of sentiment. We pledge ourselves for all of that for the declaration set forth in this bill of sentiment. Hill of sentiment. I'm sorry. Why do I keep doing that? Hill of sentiment. Okay, just a little note underneath. And that'll cut off. That'll finish the last of everything. Note to section 9. Suffrage and franchise are essentially dissimilar. suffrage implying the mere privilege or permission to give a vote, while franchise implies the right or acknowledged authority of eligibility, attainment, or in plainer language still, the right of being elevated to every position within the gift of the sovereign people. This is the elective franchise, while voting is a mere permission, a thing suffered to be done. In France, Louis Napoleon permitted every man to vote for him, but none dared vote for any other person. Thus, those who elevated him to the presidency could not themselves be so elevated. Here was an exercise of suffrage without the elective franchise. Louis Napoleon himself, out of the 40 millions of France, being the only person at the time who possessed the elective franchise, because the only person who could be elevated by election to position, all others who were elevated attained their position by his appointment. All right, so let's give some insight to that when we were trying to figure out what they meant.
Okay,
yeah.
so
Dig into this document, y'all. Dig. Nina informed me that we will be doing a part 2 to go deeper. But feel free, don't wait on us.
right.
The National Immigration Convention of Colored People held at Cleveland, Ohio. Colorado. In August of 1854.
What you reading now?
That's the title of it.
Nothing. You got anything else you want to say?
Damn. This was a great find. And all praise to the Most High, because I don't remember how I got there.
Right.
I have no idea how I got here. But all praise.
Girl, we fell in the rabbit hole, waddled around in the dirt.
Went a few directions, came back.
Right.
Every time. I ain't fooling with you, Nina. Sounds by Nina.
Now, y'all
finding, reading about some knowledgeable stuff from the 1850s. Like, this man has a book, too. So.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You know his book, Juicy. He's saying all that.
Baby, I can't wait. I can't wait. Something about this citizenship and rights and sovereignty and status and this, all of that. All of this plays a part. I don't know how yet, but it does. So y'all keep reading and digging. Don't be scared to make a video. Like I'm an overachiever, so I was trying to do too much. But you don't have to do all that. Make a video. Don't just be sticking in the people's comment section trying to teach people and saying everything you got to say in there. Make a damn video. We be needing stuff to watch.
Right.
All you got to do is read it. Like, you don't have to give your opinion. Just read it. I mean, you should, because it's your thoughts, but still, you can just read it.
Let's hope, brothers and sisters, let's hope that we're gonna continue to move forward. Like I said, we need to learn how to formulate some prayers. If you're not studying the language, then just go into the etymology dictionary and formulate some prayers that the Most High will act on our behalf. And I was trying to show y'all.
Yeah.
You said what?
I say because he definitely will act on your behalf. I'm a living witness.
Right.
Everything I love.
Aww.
I mean, it's true. I can't even BS nobody. I thought I knew blessings as a Jesus lover. Child, that was nothing. And just like that, like he just like, oh, Lord, you done did it that fast. Like, oh, thank you.
Right.
Like, well, just like that.
You heard my cry.
Okay. All that, he may not come when you want him, but it's be there right on time. I mean, that is true about the Most High, but the Most High I serve, especially while I'm following the law, he ask and it's yours, literally.
Oh.
Oh, I just reminded myself while I was over here tripping about what I told you about I needed to pray over. I should be making a shirt called hashtag encourage yourself. I just did. That was great. I need to hear that again.
What?
Sometimes you get a reminder, like he can literally help you in the flash of an eyelash blink, like. And I literally have witnessed him do that in my life. I don't know why I was over here tripping, girl. Y'all don't be tripping like me either. Get out your head. The Most High got your back.
Okay.
Always. Always. What are you looking up over there?
Oh, I was cleaning the computer. You got Korean movie lips again.
Hello. Who do you think you are coming to my country, invading my people with your phone?
You know it.
Hey, wait. Go back to where you come from.
Okay. Yeah, she really went into the Matrix. About it.
Girl, you know I be feeling like I'm in the Matrix. I told you at Uno, my world is depixelating more and more every day. It looks not real.
Oh.
Yeah, they painted for us. It's crumbling. Okay, I just want to know, anybody else wore out with all the stuff we're learning? Anybody? Just me? Just me? Okay.
No, it's not just you.
Pineapple.
It's not just you. It's like I said, like when I moved here and I realized it's mostly Hispanic. When you get in this truth, it serves as the same. It's like a culture shock. It's like boom, and this is actually your culture.
Yeah. And you realize how many things you do that are similar to the things they describe, and you be like, wait a minute.
Right.
It's my family reunion / anyway.
Right. Well, y'all, we're gonna wrap it up. We had 2 hours and almost 45 minutes. We didn't.
Dear. Sorry, y'all.
I was gonna say we didn't mean to go so long, but sometimes you just gotta dig until you get.
It be like that.
Yeah.
This was fun. I enjoyed this.
And we're gonna start doing this more often. We hope you all like it. We stay on the phone literally and dig like every day. So it's like let's share because we both have Skype. Why not let's share with everybody? And then we can't share everything, but the stuff that we can share, why not? Because that too helps somebody else along the way. So
agreed.
Peace.
And y'all quit being strangers. I act like y'all don't know nobody. I know I can go to anybody cookout to my cousin and blend right in. So stop playing. Don't be acting stank. Like, I reached out to South Nina in an email asking her 57 questions at one time.
It wasn't actually 50-11. I ain't had no answers either, y'all.
See, but look where we are today.
I was like, I didn't have that one answer.
Especially the females. Like, y'all, us females, we lit, y'all. Like, everybody else can sleep on us and whatever. Let them do that. But secretly in the background, we working, y'all. We working. So, quit being shady. No crabs over here. If you crazy, don't come because I'm real petty. You need to have the Most High needs to be right here. If your brain is always on the Most High, then I'm your friend. We can talk. We cool. If you got drama and stuff, I don't know. I can't.
Right.
I'm sick.
You know what? But everybody, I guess we're out of here. So peace and power to everyone. Thank you for chatting us doing this. We're gonna do it again. Like I said, we're gonna bring out, since we're looking this stuff up daily anyway, we're gonna come out with part 2. We can't promise when, but I'm gonna link when I upload the thing, and then y'all can just follow along. Hopefully,
Comment. Let us know your thoughts.
Right.
Cause you do a video on it. Shoot, give us your take.
Right. And then subscribe, like, and share. Go to the Remnant on YouTube and subscribe.
My following section so cool, y'all help me.
So fun. And then go on Instagram, Calamity Jane. On Instagram.
Yes, _ Calamity with a K, Jane. I'm gonna change my name because I know that's bad, but I literally had it for forever. I'm gonna change it.
Somebody gonna snatch it up too soon as you change it.
Yeah, they can have it. Ain't nothing calamitous about me.
Right. We know that that's the hijack. So, we'll dig into something else tomorrow. Maybe we'll skip in between. We'll let y'all know. We're gonna do this again though because it was good. We laughed.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Right. I'm like, both of us were elevated, so we're kind of like goofy. So you gotta bear with that.
I'm finna be de-escalated. I'm sleeping.
Right.
You know.
So peace and power to everyone, and we're out of here.